this is gonna be my November favorites. Holy cow, like forget the fact that it's December, but that we're at the end of 2016. Mind-blowing. In this video I have mostly makeup, which is a nice little change up because prior to this favorites I was kind of using the same stuff over and over again, and I've since changed some things around in my everyday makeup routine, and I'm excited to share them with you. The first is this palette. This is the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette, and I hauled this back with the Sephora Friends and Family or Employee Appreciation sale, and I got this with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I was so in love with the palette that I was like kind of on the fence about keeping this or not because I just thought I wasn't going to use this as much. But I have to say that they are two completely different palettes. It's not like if you have one, you don't really need the other one. This palette is definitely, for me, more everyday, more neutral. There's a lot of really great earth tone, like wearable. You could do daytime smoky eyes, but more browns and beiges, like just everyday eyes. And the Anastasia one definitely has more bold colors, more actual color in it. So if you're a fan of cult favorites like Urban Decay Naked and Buck, I really think that you'll enjoy this palette. I've just been kind of using this all month long. I love the darker shades too. This one, what is this called? Lethal. It's like a burgundy shade. It's like a deep, deep burgundy. Put that on today, just like a little bit on the outer V, just to darken it a little bit, and it still blends it out beautifully. As with all Urban Decay shadows, they're just creamy and buttery and smooth, and they blend really easily, and I love the huge mirror. So I'm actually going to be doing an updated, not an updated, but a get ready with me video next week because I want to show you how I use this palette, and I also want to show you this foundation, which has been such a favorite ever since I ran out of my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Rest in peace. I went into my stash of foundations, and my skin has just been, I don't know what's going on with it. It's just I'm getting cystic acne down here, bumps under my skin, a couple on my forehead, which I never get. It's just really weird. So I wanted a full coverage foundation, and one that I knew I could rely on to last throughout the day. So I pulled out my Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo, and you might remember this from a while ago. This used to be one of my favorite foundations until I sadly or not sadly discovered Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I haven't really looked back. But I forgot how much I enjoyed wearing this foundation and why it became such a favorite for me. This is in the shade Sepia, which is perfect for me right now. It's literally the perfect shade for me. And it states that it's a medium coverage foundation, but I'd have to disagree and say that it's more full coverage. And just in general, if you are a fan of Estee Lauder Double Wear, I really encourage you to check this out just as an extra foundation in your collection because they do the same thing. They look equally as good on the skin. They last equally as long. And I've just really been enjoying this, and I really like the packaging of this too. It's just a squeezy tube, makes it super easy. I actually had this on in, I think, my either holiday, my last video, or 2 videos before, and a couple of you wanted me to do a get ready with me on that makeup, which I was wearing this foundation and this eyeshadow palette, and a couple people asked me what foundation I was wearing, and it was this one. So I'm really excited that I still have this in my collection, and like I said, look for a video next week. I'm going to do a full foundation and makeup routine showing you how I use this stuff. So a new discovery that I am blown away by. This is the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I am so happy that I got this in the Sephora sale because, as you guys know, I'm usually not someone that splurges too much on higher end mascaras. I'm totally fine with CoverGirl Lash Blast, L'Oreal mascaras, but I had been hearing such crazy raves about this mascara that I took advantage during the sale and I tried it, and oh my god, I am so happy that I did. It's my favorite mascara. Better than, let me think, some of my favorite. If they're real, Low Lashes by It Cosmetics, which I love, the Marc Jacobs Film Noir, Smoky Lash by Makeup Forever. I mean, those have always been my top, and this knocks them all out. This is awesome. I think it's the brush. That has to be it. Maybe it's the formula. It probably is a mixture of the both because I do really love the Hello Lashes formula, but mascara, but that brush is totally different than this, but who knows, maybe it's the same formula. But this brush is insane. It grabs every lash on your face and coats it, lengthens it, thickens your lashes. It's insane. I normally would never encourage you guys to go spend 20 something on a mascara, but this might be the exception. I actually just today, one of my friends when I went to pick up Addison at school was like, holy lashes. And I also have to say that I'm still using my new lash serum, which I know has a lot to do with just giving me naturally long lashes, but holy cow, this is awesome stuff. I have two more makeup little things. These kind of go together. Because my skin has been so, I don't know the word for it, all over the place, I try to let it breathe whenever I can, and I haven't been wearing foundation every single day. I'm just looking across the street, has one of those blow up Santa Claus on their lawn, and it's like starting to blow up, so I just got really distracted. Anyway, I'm not in a state right now with my skin where I feel comfortable enough to go out without anything on, so I've just been relying on some concealer and a little bit of powder, and this has been my go-to, surprisingly. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, which as an under eye concealer, not a fan. It's really, really thick. It does crease a little bit on me unless I set it really well with powder. So this is again one of those concealers I've had in my drawer that I just don't really use as an under eye concealer, but when I have spots sometimes. So with this, I have been doing it just little dots. This concealer will last you forever. The littlest bit goes such a long way, and it blends out and it thins out, shears out, but it is buildable. So I just do one tiniest little drop on my finger, dot it on my spots or on my chin, and it literally covers my entire face of a very, very light coverage. With this concealer, I feel, at least with my skin, I do need to set it because it is very tacky and it doesn't necessarily sink into your skin or set. So I have been using my Laura Mercier mineral powder, and this is in natural beige. This is not the translucent. This does have a little bit of coverage, and I just take a very large fluffy brush, dab it in the powder, and just kind of like set and go all over my face, just blending it in. And this honestly gives me really nice coverage on those days that I don't want to use a full coverage foundation. So quite impressed. This is in the shade medium. All right, so my new favorite little shower accessory, this is the gingerbread butter sugar scrub from LC Organics. I shared this with you guys in my last video, and I've already made quite a nice little dent in this. Smells so good. Leaves your skin so supple and soft, like you don't even need to put the moisturizer on afterwards. But honestly, I think I enjoy this the most just because of how amazing it smells. Forget the fact that it's effective and it works, but I just love smelling this in the shower and putting it on. I love it on my legs, especially on my heels, my elbows. I use it all over, but in those areas I especially really love it. Just gets all that dead skin off and gets rid of my granny elbows, as my mom would always tease me about. This has become a product that when I initially got sent it from the Body Shop, I was like, probably not gonna pay mind to this, probably not gonna use it. But because my skin has been going haywire, I've really tried to limit the product, not the products, well, I guess the products and the ingredients in those products not irritate my skin even further. And so I have been relying so heavily on this. This is the Tea Tree Anti-Imperfection Daily Solution. And I still am using the Tea Tree Cleanser, which I think I shared with you in my last month's favorites. It's a exfoliating cleanser. You can also use it as a mask. And I still freaking love that stuff. That's become my daily cleanser. And I now follow up with this morning and night after I cleanse my face. It's kind of like a water. It's a hard consistency to describe because it's not a serum. It's not a gel. It's like a water. It has a little dropper, and I just kind of put one little drop on my hand and I just press it into my skin and let that sink in before I put my moisturizer on or my SPF in the morning. And I think this has been definitely helping to calm those breakouts and prevent new ones from happening. The little cystic bumps, they come and go. None of them are actually surfacing, which is good. And I think this might have something to do with it. So this has been really great. And the cleanser is two products that I will definitely continue to repurchase as long as my skin is having these flare-ups. And I think it's a good preventative product too. The last two, this is the Forever Young Body Butter by Supergoop. I recently showed this to you in the derm store haul with the holiday gift sets that I had, and I really, really liked it. Really the only thing that's important to me when I'm looking for a body butter or a body oil is that it's not gonna be super thick and greasy where it takes forever to absorb. And I hate to call them out, but the one that always comes to mind is the body butters at the Body Shop. I love how they smell, but they just for me. I mean, I haven't tried them in years. Maybe they've reformulated them, but when I was younger, I would always have one of those, and they would just, I feel like, take forever to like dry down on my skin. And I remember like not getting dressed because my clothes would just be like grease, like stuck to me. So it doesn't take much, but this I've been really impressed with because it's super lightweight, but it gets the job done. It's really hydrating and moisturizing. It's just lightweight. It's a very, very light scent, nothing crazy. It does have the SPF 40, which most of these Supergoop products do, most of which my body is covered, but I do like it for my hands. And this will be great in the summertime too when you're out and about. I've never really used a body lotion that had SPF, so I'm excited to have this for then. And again, I do really like the sleek packaging. The last two, I could not mention this. This has become part of my hair routine, and I always get questions about my hair, so I thought this was worth a mention. This is the Sephora little paddle brush, the little gold paddle brush. I think it's limited edition for the holidays. And who would have thought such a little guy could be so effective? I love this thing. I love it for actually brushing my hair, obviously, but I've also been using this to blow dry my hair. There's nothing worse than like holding a blow dryer and a large paddle brush as you're going, and this is just tiny, it's lightweight, and I don't really use the brush all over my hair when I'm drying it, but in the back of my head, I have really kinky curls that just never seem to flatten like the rest of my hair does, and so it's always really hard for me to get back there, especially with a round brush. But this has been helping so much to just smooth those out, so I'll just grab a section with the brush and my blow dryer and hit it with that. But it's, I mean, for a little brush, this is really good. It's a mixture of the boar and the nylon bristles. It's easy to clean out, it's tiny, it's great in my daughter's hair, she's 3.5. And I just really like this. So if you need a good stocking stuffer or just want to pick one up, if you're someone that keeps a hairbrush in your purse or in your car, I just think this is kind of essential. Like, it's kind of amazing. I'm just like really surprised. And the last favorite of the month is this watch from Stella Dot, and this is so random, but I go into these phases, and you guys might notice, I go into these watch phases where I'm super into wearing them and I wear one every single day, and then there's times where I just never have a watch on. And lately, I've just been in one of those phases where I wear this every day and I enjoy wearing it, and I feel weird when I'm not wearing it. One of our traditional watches, and then I got the double strap you can buy separately. I just love the color. It's like this gorgeous mushroom taupe color that kind of just matches with everything. All of the watches come with 2 colored bezels. I have the silver one on right now, which again is super random because I'm usually wearing all gold, but I just like how the silver looks with it. And yeah, it's just really pretty. It's almost like a bracelet. It's like a 2-in-1. It's a watch and a bracelet. It's just, I thought it was worth a mention because it's just one of those things that has become like my covet chevron. Like, I just don't ever want to not wear this. And I like that it's functional as a piece of jewelry and not just a watch. So I wanted to mention that. Everything for my November favorites. I feel like I just talked a lot in this video. I apologize. I just had a lot to say, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye. But if I have curls that have stuck together, I'll just take this to refresh them, kind of spread them out and make them a lot softer. And it's just like an easy thing to do in the morning.